You like your little treat? Awesome. All right. So welcome back to the 12th Warrior Fantasy League. Happy, come on. Let's get you off the table for a second here. All right. The standings for going into Week 11 are as such. You have Golden State, first place. They are 10-0. So congrats to Golden State. Then there's a tie for second place. You have Louisville and Florida State. Both these teams are in a good position to win their division. They're in the Ncaa North. So if they don't win the division, one of these teams will probably end up getting the wild card. So there's a tie for second place. They're both 7-3. There's also a tie for fourth place between San Antonio and Kansas. San Antonio is trying to get the wild card in the NBA, and Kansas is trying to win their division, the NCAA South. So both those teams are 6-4 with 2 games left. So then you have Chicago in 6th place. They're 5-4-1. Cleveland is in 5th place at 5-1. And then you have UCLA in 7th or 8th place at 5-5, and the Lakers in 9th place at 4-6. So once again, Cleveland is at 7th place, UCLA 8th place, and LA Lakers 9th place. Now those 3 teams are on the bubble. So that means basically the way that this has been going, I've been eliminating a team or 2 teams per week. Going forward, these 3 teams, even though if they were to lose, I'm trying to think, at least 2 teams would still be in contention, UCLA and Cleveland. But the Lakers, if they were to lose, they'd be out of playoff contention. If they lost, they'd be 4-7. So going ahead into these matchups, the Lakers, there's 9 teams left. And since there's an odd number of teams, the Lakers are going to have a straight-up game. They're going to have a do-or-die game against Sacramento tomorrow night on Valentine's Day. So they get to play their hated rival, the Kings, and based on whether they win or lose, that will determine whether they get to play another week and challenge for a wild card spot. So good luck to the Lakers. Then you have, let's see here. First game of significance would be the Golden State Warriors versus the Chicago Bulls. Golden State is number 1 in their division, the NBA West, and Chicago is number 1 in their division, the NBA East. So you have 2 number 1 teams going at it, basically for playoff positioning. Golden State's already secured a first-round bye. And Chicago is Chicago's trying to hold on to their number 1 position. I think they're only a game ahead of Cleveland right now. So this is an important game for Chicago, and also give them some bragging rights if they're the only team that can actually beat Golden State. So Chicago plays Toronto. Golden State faces Denver. All right, so the next game on the slate is Cleveland versus Louisville. Cleveland plays Minnesota tomorrow. Without Kevin Love, by the way. Kevin Love is out injured, which may in real life factor into him getting traded to where they want to trade him. Well, I think they were saying Kevin Love for Carmelo Anthony. So we'll see how that shakes out. But Cleveland's playing Louisville. Louisville's going up against Syracuse right now. So that game is significant in that Cleveland's trying to either get the division win or they're trying to get a wild card in the NBA. Louisville is trying to keep their hold on the division title. All right, so then you have the last game, or you have San Antonio versus Kansas. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet. Both teams are 6-4. San Antonio is going for a wild card, and Kansas is going for a division win. They're trying to hold off UCLA, which is a game back. So San Antonio plays Indiana tonight, and Kansas plays the West Virginia Mountaineers tonight. And then in the final matchup, you have UCLA playing Florida State. So this is the kind of the odd game of the week in that Florida State's actually trying to stay ahead in their division. They're tied right now with Louisville at 7-3. UCLA is actually trying to win their division too. They're a game back of Kansas, but either one of these two teams could also be a wild card in the college side of things. So this game is very important. This will be the last game of the week in that these games take place over the 15th and the 16th. Now, since UCLA doesn't have a game until my week 12, they're allowing Arizona, the results of the Arizona-Washington State Cougar game to represent them. And Florida State, same thing with them. They don't play until week 12 against Pittsburgh. So they're allowing Virginia going up against Duke to represent their results. So Florida State is being repped by Virginia, and UCLA is being repped by Arizona. So we'll see how that turns out. And you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Enjoy the games tonight. Once again, Connecticut, the Lady Huskies are going for their 100th win in a row in an hour or so. So enjoy that game. Should be on ESPN, ESPN2. And then I'll be flipping channels back and forth between that and the Kansas West Virginia game. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we got after this week, we've got one more week before the playoffs. So keep it right here and go ahead and pick some teams. Oh, that reminds me. Let me get my picks in real quick. I'm picking Golden State. I'm picking San Antonio. I'm picking the Lakers, and I'm picking Louisville and UCLA. All right. Go ahead and put your picks in the comments and catch up with me on Instagram at d.bitty, B-I-T-T-Y. See ya.